Now, what we're going to do for today's pick on Hot Wheels Hilarity is one final showdown. Can we have one last group of a very specific body type or body style, if you prefer, go from point A to point B successfully on its first try? Well, as you can see with all these cars, we've actually managed to hit up quite a record. 4 aces in a row, 4 wins in a row, a pretty nice total that we got all along here. Nice colorful array that have managed to make it all the way through. So, this is pretty much all we got here. Well, we got one supercar right here. And with that, supercars it is. And now we got ourselves all the supercars lined up over here, and I'd say it's a pretty good selection. We're going to get ourselves started on the mild end of the spectrum when it comes to supercar, high performance cars and whatnot, with a brand new Porsche. This is the 911 GT3, a new model from 2022. All the stuff is armed and ready to go here, so let's just kick it off. Yeah, that just takes care of that part. So, like I said before, it probably won't be that much of a thing going forward. So, we'll just leave that there for the rest of the episode. Next, Ferrari 308. This one's a rare model, but it's nice and vintage. It's got those classic 5-hold rims, as you can see here. It's a pretty awesome model, if you ask me. But while it can perform pretty good on some tracks, let's see how it does in this one. Very nice, very smooth, but most importantly, very special by any means. Now it's time for an extremely rare model that we've known from a real-life maker known as Tomasima. But Tomasima made this, the Tomasima 3. The design was originally done by Tom Mead, and we're going to see now how it does on my layout. Nice. Just like that, we have another model on the board based on wins. So I guess Season 8 is going to be a huge retribution for certain models that have not done well in past episodes. Well, here we go. We got ourselves a James Bond addition to the collection here, the Aston Martin Valhalla. Yet another example of 2022 happening to be a great year for Hot Wheels entirely. And there you go. Yet another win secured. Yet another occasion where we're just seeing a heck of a chain reaction here. Now time for yet another amazing example of 2022's lineage that has developed so far, the DiMachini Veloce. Well, there you go. Started off a little slow, made its way to the end, pretty much with no problems, so that at least takes care of that part. But now we're going to get into a bit of a tougher stretch here. First off, the McLaren P1. This one is very well known, and since it first came out, it sure has turned a lot of heads. I'm pretty curious though, how well does it do here? Oh! Just like that, it just decides to make it all the way through just like that. That is quite a testimony of a lifetime. And here we go. We got yet another piece of 2022 in the works. The Pininfarina Battista. Alright. That is pretty much that. So, 3 cars left, 3 more to tackle this whole thing. Here we go with a model that kicked off with a bang here. The end of 2020 brought us the Lindster prototype. Will we see the actual Leinster car at some point in the future? Let's see what Mattel can bring us. Oh, looks like it smacked the corner a little bit. Oh, okay, so first it got stuck in the corner, now the corner launcher is kicking it out, so only one thing left to do here. Ah, wow. I guess it just has itself a few slight problems that hopefully can be figured out. But hey, good run on that part. Here we go with another model here, a Lamborghini Sian. Probably one of the few Lamborghini models I might have around here in my collection. And there's certainly a few others I've gotten a hold of. If you remember the Estoque from the first part of this presentation, well, here comes a supercar counterpart, the Sian. Nice and fast, nice and smooth, but most importantly, nice and perfect. As clean of a run as I might have seen with this exact model. Finally, Bugatti takes the pole here. Takes a position here with the 94 EB110 SS. Alright, that is pretty much just that. And with that, there we go. This is probably the only example on HWH that may ever happen where 5 aces happen in a row here. We got a layout with curves, corner kickers, regular kickers, and some other pieces here and there. Yet all known examples of cars, all known body styles here and there, different designs, different shapes, they actually managed to do what I've never quite expected. They all secure a win for themselves. And for a lot of specific models that I've had in my collection that have never quite gotten themselves a win themselves, like the Lamborghini Sian, Tomasima 3, Dodge Viper ACR, not to mention La Troca, and even the 41 Willys and 90 Acura NSX, quite surprising if you will. How a bunch of models that normally have a tendency for having trouble with certain layouts or certain proportions actually manage to conquer each and every one of these obstacles on their first try, or even just, you know, the tries that happen after the first. So, with that in mind, here you go. This is definitely a big piece of history for the books, for the channel, for everything that I might have ever done in my whole life. So, this is pretty much it. I'm going to be moving on here with HWH, and hopefully you'll get to see a lot of cool stuff. So tune in next time, and I will see you guys then, here on Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 8.
You have some love showing your faces. It had been so long, I thought you disappeared.